In the bottom left location, one of only 2 locations on this map, we have leader of the Transformers. He is
Optimus Prime V.
I was very uncomfortable watching that for some reason.
Yeah, that was a little bit off.
My name is Optimus Prime. Oh, look at that! Tastos over there. We all the dead commentators. Apparently, I killed my brother. Oh, I love my brother. I didn't want to kill him. No, actually, I guess Wolf's there too.
They're all dead, man.
Moletrap's there too. They're in the studio right now. They're like looking at me. They looked at me like Shore the Shores. Like what?
He's like, Moletrap sees the future. While we're commentating, he goes and gets a rope to strangle us with.
MVP Noblesse.
We don't even introduce that guy because we're so disturbed by this poster. I didn't mean to kill them. They're my friends.
They're my friends. I'm not going to kill you, Moletrap. Don't look at me like that. All right. Well, no proxies or anything like that.
One interesting thing that's occurred, Noblesse got gas first. So whether he's going to go into quicker Banshee, perhaps a very quick Hellion opening, or something that we have seen out of Noblesse before in TBT, quick Ghosts. Gas.
Ghosts?
Ghosts. Tasteless, yeah. Yeah, I wonder.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see. As you can see, there's little lights at the bottom of the ramps on this map, so you don't.
Well, he was jealous. The bottom of the ramp had a supply depot. He wanted to make one at the top as well.
Yeah. He just always wants more.
Very selfish.
All right. Well, even though this map is called Daybreak, it does look like it's nighttime right now.
Maybe it's about to become day. In fact.
Maybe day is broken right now, so it's like.
It looks like it's about to become day across in the planet behind. I'm like looking at it. You guys will never see it. I could never.
Oh, yeah, in the upper left-hand corner of the map.
Yeah.
Or like upper right-hand corner, rather.
Day. Cool.
Cool. So he's got lights there at his ramp. One's got red lights, the other one's got blue lights.
One player's blue, one player's red.
But they're in the opposite lights for their ramps.
Yes. You're very right.
I am.
How'd that happen?
I'm really good at this, Artosis.
You notice all sorts of stuff, Tasteless.
I know.
You're just a noticer, aren't you?
I am. I'm a notice machine. All right, so it looks like not a big shock here. Optimus is going to go ahead and get Hellions. He's really good with Hellions early on.
He's also getting his command center, of course. Meantime, it looks like it's going to be a Banshee opening by Noblesse. But he's also making some Hellions, realizing, hey, you can't actually just not make Hellions in this matchup anymore.
Well, Hellions are just proving to be better and better and better as this game continues to develop.
Yeah, you know, the units that are hardest to use are normally units like that, where you actually have to learn, like, you don't actually fight too much head-on with a Hellion.
No.
You don't just kind of make them an attack. You actually have to understand the game and where units are going to be, what an opponent's mindset's going to be, what his base layout's like, all sorts of things like that to properly use the Hellion, which is one of the reasons why it's taken so long to actually see them used. Well, that and, of course, the Marauder.
Yeah, the fact that the Marauder is like the do-all unit in the game.
Yeah. Just make Marauders, it's easier.
All right, the Banshee's on the way. Now, Optimus has a lot of experience against the Banshee build. That's basically the most common build in TBT. So I'm assuming he's going to have a Viking come out the moment the start board finishes, and
I think he is.
Yeah.
Well,
nope, not yet. We'll see.
Optimus, are you going to make a Viking?
Optimus.
Noblesse, sure
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. And that's just very, very safe. The opening that Optimus has opened with it's a very safe opening. It's not actually going to die to anything. So that tells us that he thinks that, okay, I need to make this game long against Noblesse. I don't really need to take any risks. And here we go. It is Banshee time.
All right, so the Banshee's now in here. Nice control here, but this is where it will end because the nice timing there by Optimus getting a Viking.
Well, 6 kills on the Banshee. Decent amount. And Optimus looking pretty good, pretty safe. Only had to trade his Marines for that. Noblesse hasn't chosen his tech route quite yet. He is getting Blue Flame, which really points towards him going mech.
Oh, careful when you run away from that stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to line him up. Marine's coming down to fight in a Hellion battle. Don't bring a Marine to a Hellion fight, Tasteless. That's what they always say.
Yeah, common knowledge.
Yeah. The Marine may as well have a sword. That's not going to help very much. All right, so Polt has already shown us that he's actually going to go for a Marine tank style play. And that could be weak to a well-done mech style play. And I think Noblesse is going to end up doing here.
Well, that's what it
Pretty
looks like with the
certain,
bunker and everything else there.
He is getting that one medevac, definitely to help drop some of his...
He's got to be careful, though,
off.
if he does a drop like this and you're against somebody like Optimus Prime, who's basically going to have a lot of infantry and stuff like that, because then you're never going to get a third base, and Optimus gets it so easily.
And, of course, we already know he has a Viking as well, so likely you will not even get away with your medevac's life.
I wouldn't even gone for a drop if I saw a medevac like that. I mean, a Viking like that. That's what I would have done, Artosis.
It is becoming day around that planet, Tasteless.
Oh my God!
Keep you guys updated. It's actually becoming day on this
Oh
map.
my God! Yeah, the sun is coming around the planet.
It's kind of cool what you can do with the map editor.
We need to figure out when if it keeps coming out.
You know, I don't want to watch Hollywood movies anymore. I just want map editor movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Forget it. StarCraft is actually going to completely take over my life.
That's right. Movies
99% wasn't enough for me, Tasteless. I want 100% StarCraft.
Here comes the drop.
Interesting place to put it. Normally you go into the main base, but that's where his Viking is because Optimus is aware of that. And the SCVs line up a little bit, and he's taking an okay number out so far, dropping them onto the high ground. Will he be able to get a lot of SCVs?
This is the pivotal moment.
It is indeed getting a good amount so far. And Optimus taking a lot of damage. Wow.
And the Hellions are staying alive right now, Artosis.
Yeah, they are Tasteless. And 25 SCVs against 41 at the moment. Looks like this will get cleaned up. Don't foresee too many more SCV kills. Oh, does get 2 more. 23 SCVs against 41. Noblesse takes the lead. And he's going mech against Optimus, who is refusing to get with the times to go mech, Tasteless. I think Optimus might be in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, Optimus is actually not in good shape right now, and I have to say I'm a little bit surprised because I always associate Optimus with, you know, impeccable Terran versus Terran.
Yeah.
And then we've got a Raven here
well, you know,
for MVP.
I feel like Optimus...
Noblesse, excuse me. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like Optimus, his TVT is dated by a couple months. You know, during Super Tournament, his TVT was top of the line. But right as that was ending, mech was finally emerging, something StarCraft 1 guys, for the most part, have seen coming for 100 years. I mean, those Siege Tanks and Hellions are pretty good, Tasteless. And
yeah, of course.
We're not really seeing that from him yet. He's had a hard time. Wow, a bunch of Marines dead.
Yep, there's smoldering bodies going away. Well, I like Noblesse's style. He does a little bit of harassment here and there.
Yeah.
And just mechs up, techs up. I just realized that rhymes kind of cute, mechs up and techs up.
Yeah, I was trying to think of other rhyming words,
yeah.
And then I snorted through my nose.
And I have to say, Noblesse definitely in the lead so far.
Yeah, that was
a good job scanning.
Very good scan. You know, he sees Marine Marauder right there. And what do you do from there when you're going mech? Well, what you don't do is attack. What you're going to want to do is literally max out very slowly pushing the map. You're going to want to be 200, probably on 3 base. Because if you go any more than that, Optimus is going to have a chance to peel you apart. Now, you're going to max quick enough that you can go ahead and start pushing the map very strongly at that point, but it has to be very turtle-heavy play. The only way Marine Marauder can beat mech is if they catch you out of position. So you just stay in position, take 3 base, and turtle like a crazy person. But this 3rd base might be a little bit too quick.
I was about to say, do you think he can actually break this? Because he might. I mean, he does have a lot of Marauders.
Yeah, I feel like this might be a slightly too quick 3rd base by Noblesse. It's a scary timing, as far as I'm concerned. He's taking his 3rd before the Marine Marauder player playing mech, which just, in theory, just doesn't make any sense.
Well, he can
Maybe.
even drop the guy's man to the Marine Marauder. I mean, you don't have enough siege tanks and stuff. And the Hellions, I mean, those are good, but not against Marauders.
Mm-hmm.
And he's even going to try to drop him while this is going on.
Noblesse even putting up sensor towers right now. And here we go.
We have an attack. Oh. Okay, we missed that totally.
It's all right. He just ran away. That was a nice point defense drone, preventing Marauders from sniping any tanks.
Uh-oh. All right, now he has a little bit of a head start here and trying to hold this drop.
Great usage of Marines and Marauders near the mineral line to stop this. That could have been deadly, and instead does
so
nothing.
Good.
Yeah, that's exactly the type of defense you need. And his SCV count is catch up a little bit, 47 to 61. But Noblesse has successfully held this third base for now. Again, he has to be careful about any attacks. He has those sensor towers, though. I mean, this is some great play by Noblesse. He can't overextend, though. I don't like how far he's going out right now. Look at this. He wants to get a fourth base, I think. Just trying to set up a nice siege line in the middle.
You know what? I didn't expect him to move out at all, Artosis. This is weird.
Well, you know, the entry points to his expansions, he's blocking both of them right now, kind of, but he's moved out too far. And exactly.
You know what? Yeah, Aldris does win that. I was going to say, I'm not sure with that point defense drone there, but
you know,
that's why you don't want to move out.
No,
that's exactly why you don't want to move out.
As I said before, you sit on 3 base with Mech against Marine Marauder. He scanned and saw it. That was enough information for him to basically win the game against an inferior tech route, but Optimus looks like he's going to be able to pull it out because Noblesse, you know, he overextended. And that's the end of the story.
Yeah, I mean, that's that. All right, so they're taking out. Oh my God, this is pretty huge.
Yeah.
GG. That's kind of funny because, you know, MVP's strategy was there until that one moment where he moved out in the middle of the map.
Well, you know.
And Optimus was like, okay, I'll take that.
A lot of the times, Tasteless, it's the older players that are going to be able to do this better.
Right.
A player with more experience. Someone like Nest T, someone like MVP, they're going to understand the ins and outs of, hey, this is what you see. This is what you do to beat it. He was playing that as if his opponent was also going Mech. He was trying to get into a position where both of his expansions are defended and he can take a fourth base.
Yeah.
Against Mech, sure, go ahead, do that. He can't break you like that. Against Marine Marauder, the last thing on the entire Earth you want to do is move out before you have so many units that you crush their inferior army. The Marine Marauder composition is, in fact, inferior to Mech.
It's a much more primitive tech route to go for. Basically, what you're going for is mobility and kind of catching them off guard.
You get some tempo in there that you can absolutely still win with it. It is.
But the problem is that if you're playing against somebody who's going to go mech, and they're just continuously turtling, well, eventually, the meching guy's going to have like 20 siege tanks. And I mean, you have a bunch of Marines and Marauders, and look, Marauders are good against siege tanks, but not if all the Marauders are blown up before they even get into the siege line. So
exactly.
That's why MVP or Noblesse from the team MVP should not have actually moved out in that moment.
If he had sat on that third base, he would actually have been very well ahead. He took a third base quicker than the guy going Marine Marauder and then still decide to move out.
The thing is, like, he was ahead, but it's like you don't have to do everything at once. You're not going to be expanding and attacking and teching and stuff. So we're going to have a 5-minute break, guys, as we continue on with today's Codex game, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a little bit.